Unless I go here, I turn that off, turn this on again like that. Ah. Yeah, the fact that it automatically had the stream open would actually explain it. Alright. There isn't exactly a massive ton of time left, but I want to do a little bit of this. So, I'm busy. I made squads. I'll go over them properly the next time that I'm at home and I have more time. For now, I'm new squads. This is the tail end of MegaLAN 2024. So, I believe Friday, 2:30 is when setup would have started. I started streaming about 3:30ish. Started going ham immediately on Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Streamed that until 3:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. Got to sleep around 4 a.m. Woke up at like 9:30 a.m. in the back of my car. Slept in until like 10:30. Got here starting at 11. I started streaming more Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door yesterday morning, Saturday morning, and I ended up going for 24 hours straight. So, yeah. While you guys were asleep, I ended up going for 24 hours. Yeah, I could have done that. I could have just done my 24-hour cherry stream all at once there. If only, but I didn't think that far ahead. Because I wasn't even planning on going for 24 hours, but I had the opportunity to after it was a decent bit into the following day that I wrapped up Paper Mario, and then I was like, oh well, I have some time, let's do some of my other games. So I did about an hour of Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, did about half an hour of Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, did about maybe an hour of Persona 3 Reload. I was nodding off. I was so dang tired. I was meant to go until like 2:30 today. A lot of people have already packed up and headed out at the event here. There's still quite a decent few people that are bright sunlight, right shining in there. There's still quite a decent few people playing away here. I was nodding off. I was super tired. I wasn't sure if I could even come back to streaming here, but I power napped for a couple hours. It's 12:40 p.m. right now. I was like, I'm good to do a few thingamabobs here, so let's do like a level or two in Unicorn Overlord while we're here. That is not the right thing. Do a little bit of AC Odyssey, and then hey, I have a little bit of all my things done. I don't know my recruit order. Well, I have it on my phone. I don't remember who's who. I'm not looking it up. So I'm just gonna liberate some places, is what I think I'm gonna do. So just something really basic. Sure, let's go do this. I'm just gonna do some liberation battles and try out some of my squads that I have here. I think that's all that I really have the leeway to do right now. The battle for Satama. I just want to do a little bit of this while I'm still here. Yeah, this should be really short. So, yeah, I've been busy with revising my squads here. I now have 2 squads that go up to 5 units. And my new Cavalier squad looks something like this. Let's see. And my other squad of 5 looks kind of like this right now. Sure. Let's see here.
Prepare to be run through.
So this is how this one works now. Where I'm not too concerned. Ow. Travis. Alright, at least he dodged that one. I've gained a few levels on some characters, unlocking some new skills like Shadow Bite. That makes it so that she's gonna blind a whole row. And yeah. Fast forward here. And he's also he's mostly there for support. It's kind of the case. So, yeah. But one of the main nice things, in terms of how I set up this squad, was with the General's Pike. That makes it so that after allies attack with an active skill, buff a row of allies grants 20% attack and plus 40% critical rate to cavalry allies. So,
your villainy ends here.
Yeah. Kind of really, really strong. Squad is pretty strong too. Like, not really much that my foes can do here. Okay, text notifications. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, one of my friendos that was going to SpongeBob movie game stuff here, saying that he wanted to stop by a bit yet today. see what's going on here, but getting a little bit of a cold, he said.
I shall heal you.
Things are wrapping up here pretty soon anyway. It's been a long event. When I get home, I'm just gonna be going right to sleep, honestly. I'll probably just sleep for however long I end up needing to sleep. One of my initial plans for this LAN is I was going to bring my card game of this game, and I was going to see about playing it here. With Paper Mario, and how long that took, I really did not really have the time. Yeah, that was not happening. So, I mean, maybe I'll eventually cover it at Gamescom. Maybe what I'll eventually end up doing here. I don't know, keep on cycling. But I would still like to cover that as part of this series. Card game counterpart. Because yeah, I did not really get the chance to this time. Hard to believe that we are actually saved. What a tremendous relief. To speak true, I may have been able to keep the town safe on my own had I not been so preoccupied worrying about Lady Elterland. Taking some stuff now. This is all belong to me now. So, yeah, hold on. Let's go ahead and make some deliveries, or deliver all. I also did look into hiring mercenaries just to station them, but this game is really weirdly designed in that anything that there's a finite amount of, it never restocks. It's like a provisioner, all the different shops, those never restock. They only have so much, and then it's gone forever. And the same goes for mercenaries for some reason. You hire mercenaries at a certain fort, and they only have so many, so I was like, oh, what if I dismiss one of the mercenaries I hired? That means that they would get that back, right? So let's say I hired a fighter at this one fort, but then I dismissed them later. Well, then I should be able to hire that mercenary again. Well, not that exact mercenary, but another mercenary of that same type again at the same fort. Nope. It doesn't restock ever. It's gone. There's you can only have 64, well, 64 mercenaries that you can have at a time is a decent bit. But the fact that if you dismiss them, you don't get those mercenaries possible to rehire again at a future time from that same fort. It's like, that's just kind of gonzo. It's like, oh, I kind of changed my mind. I don't think I want to hire anybody after all. Because it's like, anybody that I hire, they're just to be stationed. I would want to dismiss them later. And that would be due to those that never appear in forts. And like, this game is really, really weirdly designed in terms of the decisions behind the consumables, both with like item shops and mercenaries, where it's like, yep, there's straight up a finite amount. If you go through them, they're not coming back, no matter what. That stuff is gone forever. It is very, very, very odd. Also, my Cavalier squad is a little bit slower now. Now, that's not all calves, but like, fine. Because it's strong. Not going to be able to one-round this. That's fine. That's fine, too. I put Renault into this squad along with Elaine, so he'll buff them both with Cavalier Call and help them both hit a bit harder. And now it's just like Adel, Clive, and Gloucester in the other Cavalier squad that are kind of taking over there. Is the case. So yeah, Wild Rush still gonna be very strong here. Man, these guys really like their retaliatory strikes, don't they? My goodness. They sure seem to like that. Hitting on one of those guys. Oh, lots of frenzy strikes. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and I have a lot of pursuit thingamabob set up on Bruno and Keitra right now. I actually set this up a little while back, and I don't actually remember all of what I put on here. Next time I stream this at home, I'll go through it properly. I just wanted to do a few of these battles while I was here. It's kind of what I wanted to do. The LAN.
Do your worst.
Kind of just show my squads a little bit here. But yeah, I don't have the time here right now to go through them all properly. Since, yeah, 12:47 p.m. This is supposed to go until like 2:30. I start getting packed up before then. Just want to do a few maps. Maybe I'd do like AC Odyssey or something like that for an hour. And then there's all my main playthroughs that have a little bit of all my main currently ongoing playthroughs that have a little bit of them done here. Plus, full thingamabob of Paper Mario, obviously. Should be 31 hours to get through. End up streaming that for 11 hours. Got 6 hours of rest in the back of my car. Stream for another 20 hours. 20, 21, I don't know, everything's blurring together. Everything is blurring together here. My goodness. Save my progress, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic here. I did Overlord and Water off camera since I already did it on expert mode. Didn't really need to do it again. I didn't have my squads finalized. I wanted to get Eltolind and factor her into one of my squads, so I basically just cheesed over making a whole bunch of flying squads that seemed pretty good and went around capturing everything and then went to take on the boss, and that's how I played Overwood and Water a bit smoother than I did last time. Corny Liberation, yes. Many thanks for saving the people of this town. As mercenaries alone couldn't muster the strength, no matter how hard we tried. Take this. I will deliver to it. Oh yeah, I won't be able to station a guard here for a hot second, I don't think. I hadn't expected humans to help us in such a manner, but I'm very much grateful for it. No problemo. Ah, all the sniffles. Let's go liberate some more area, huh? I did see that the mines were over here, but like, I don't think I can liberate this area yet. I'm probably going to need to do some of these story quests that I don't really have the time for right now. So, that'll happen at some later point here. Battle for Siltakulya. Sure, let's do another one. Another one. So yeah, as you can see, my squads are very strong. I'm also kind of a little bit over-leveled, and despite playing on true Zenoiran mode, I'm kind of powering through everything very easily here. So, let's have them flying units.
At your service.
Let's see.
Sir.
And then, yeah, I have a few flying units here. Sure, another one. Yeah, this squad is pretty good too. This is my new Trinity Rain squad. Then, sure, let's just send all of them. There we go. Hopefully, it's fine to be leaving that open. Do love the backdrop here. So, there's this squad where Virginia basically takes the forefront to eat a whole bunch of hits and not really care much about it. Bill is going to charge with Dragoon Dive to do a whole lot of damage. While Colm here kind of stalls with stunning them until the point that she's ready for Dragoon Dive and is also there for arrow cover. Make sure that we are not going to be wrecked by any arrows there. And because Virginia is going to be taking some hits on the front lines there, I figured I would put in a mercenary, Udo, or Lance Connect, MegaLAN here. So you can just be smacking people whenever they smack her.
Nowhere is too far.
Well, we've seen this squad now, so you go back and you chill out. Don't worry, these two squads got handled. No need to worry about it. No need to worry here. One thing that I was thinking about doing between sessions is getting the treasure maps at the mines of Drakenhold. I didn't really get around to doing that. Didn't get the chance for that. What I did do though was I did do the quest to do like the 4 statues in order around Drakenhold to get that special item there, and it seems like just like Cornea, it does give a king's item, which gives +5 to all stats. In this case, it was an axe. Right now, I'm forgetting who I gave it to. I gave it to someone. So that is around somewhere here.
I believe I've arrived.
Yeah. So these are my squads I've made here.
No mercy.
The squad is the same as it always was, it's just better. So some squads stayed pretty much the same in my whole rearranging just because they were so good. So I'm honestly surprised you didn't do the I change your tactics. Why you do the column attack instead of the row one? That would have actually been good to do the row one. But yeah, I Might not have things completely set up yet with my new tactics for their new skills that they unlocked for reaching level 20. So I might need to have a double check of that. So yeah, I didn't even need to send someone back there for defense. Wow. So yeah, surprised the lights here aren't turned on. That it's still kind of dark in here. Yeah, I suppose we don't need lights. Oh. Well, I guess when the lights are on, I guess we'll be back in that case. Alright. Got that area. Got these gifts that I'm probably never gonna use. They might be in finite amount as well. Kind service for driving Zenoiran out of lands. I was afraid to even go outside while they were around, but I can drink in the sun's gentle rays in peace. Yeah. Especially when I make your village a bit nicer here. Oh, and by doing a bunch of this, I am accumulating honors. I will be able to get another unit up to 5 in the nearest future. Appreciate all your help. No thanks to Zenoiran, my storehouse has lain bare than the day it was built. Changes now because of you. You others would do such kindness for a group of outcasts like us. There we go. In 20 renown. Oh. My headphone audio bugged out for a second, but I think it's fine. Alright. So. Alright, been streaming for about 19 minutes. A few of that was dealing with audio issues. Carving. Yeah, I'll do the carvings around here at some point. Hold on, I want to have a look-see at my tactics. Also, 3 battles is probably a good amount there. Fail dive. Oh, I don't have any tactics on here. If there's a row with 2+ combatants, then yeah, do that. Otherwise, that column of enemies with piercing strike deals damage equal to 50% of the user's HP. Maybe I'll just have it off for now. Or maybe just like, just full column like that. I don't know. Something along those lines. And then own HP is greater than 75%. Not like that, I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I got the King's Axe Dracovish, I believe it's called here. And yeah, I've actually been whizzing through these battles pretty fast. I'll briefly go through some of my squads here. So yeah, I pretty much here just was like, yeah, let's have a couple calves in the front, since we need at least 2 in the front, or 3 in the front, and then 2 in the back with the whole 3-unit size here. There's row heal, just because we have a whole bunch of dudos and an option for our magic attacks. Let's go ahead and follow up a whole lot of these attacks and keep on doing damage that way. Here's gonna be a whole lot of pursuits. And then just being able to like clean up with wide smash and all that, I figured kind of made sense. Clean up columns, clean up rows, just doing damage, It's nothing really all that special here. Here was the whole, let's go ahead and attack a row of enemies, because that is going to help Gloucester out when he uses Dark Flame. Gives you 3% of own HP to attack a row of enemies, plus 50 potency versus debuff targets. So apparently afflictions count as debuffs. Debuffs don't count as afflictions, but afflictions count as debuffs. Is what the internet was saying when I looked up how it works in this here video game. So, not only is this blinding a row to make it so that if they do get to act before I do, they will miss, and then they'll lose the blindness affliction, but they still don't have to worry about that. I mean, not like we're too worried about it, but just like extra insurance. But it's more so if he can act before they do, oh, the civils, then he's just gonna be hitting them even harder. So that's what we like to see here. Slap this on just in case, for figuring that this would be good in this section of the world for this next area. Then here I can show my full thingamabob there. Like the whole tactics here for what thingamabobs you want to do. Same kind of thing going on with Adel and True Thrust here, just in case there's someone that I really can't hit. So I was just trying to patch up the weaknesses here. Over here, I was just like, yeah, if someone's debuffed, afflicted, or all that, use Curing Heal. Like, I have this on for now. I can always take this off if I want Curing Heal to only be like these conditions. But it's in such a state right now that we're not receiving enough damage that I really need to worry about having this off. So it's on for now. And you have 4 passive points. And then, yeah, after an ally attack with an active skill, buff a row of allies, plus 20% attack, and 40% critical rate to cavalry allies, which I take it will stack with Cavalier Call for more damage, and he's attacking rows and doing a whole lot of damage here, and yeah. So yeah, this squad wrecks a whole lot now. Over here, this is basically just, here's a squad to go ahead and support Yana while she casts Trinity Ring, make her hit harder. There's a physical tank that I can switch to the front if I need to, otherwise dodge tank. And just like Joseph here for the support to keep everyone alive to make sure that she can get off that Trinity Ring and do big damage with it, hopefully. It's basically the idea behind that. The squad I've had for a while now, like, there's nothing new there. This is just like, hey, dodge tank, we can switch into physical tank if we want. Dodge tank out here by default. We could also just not have to worry about arrows, thanks to having Lex here, so don't have to worry about those kind of destroying Oculus. Then here's some support while also getting good damage because of magic damage and being able to attack multiple enemies at once. And then just here's raw damage because he's my warrior that has the growth type 1 and 2 of offensive. So I figured Morden was probably the way to go on my kill squad here, of just go at it. And then here's a little bit more support of first aid if need be. Prioritize Rosalind over here because she gets bonuses for when she's at 100% HP with that attack. So yeah, it seems to work pretty decently well. So there's that. Here's my same Selvi squad where I've changed the other characters that are in it. So in this one, I've changed this to Poison Burst. Activates at the end of battle, attack a single enemy with magic, hits all enemies if the target is poisoned. And Lisa here is the one that can poison using Toxic Bolt. So I just don't have a heavy bolt on. I can slap it on whenever I want. Try to go for those that aren't afflicted to inflict poison. And then maybe they'll survive a little bit more than those that are getting flamed here. As one of my problems before is the people that were getting fireballed would just die, and then I wouldn't have anyone that was still burning by the end. So I'm hoping that this will kind of fix that issue a little bit. Is kind of the hope. And then here's another situation where it's like, she's mainly on poison duty while we have a dodge tank in the front. But we can switch to a physical tank in the front, considering they use great shields if I really need to, if the situation calls for it. We have the option to be switching around here. But by default, it'll look like this, and we'll see what playing off of poison here instead looks like. Yeah, here's the good old let's do Gruden dive, while Virginia takes hits. MegaLAN punishes people for doing those hits. Colton kind of stalls, and is extra support here to make sure that our back units here do not die. Just to make extra sure of that. And the one who is healing here is nobody, I guess. Don't even have like a first aid kit. Wow. Maybe I should change that at some point. Just for extra safety. Here's just a squad to support Rolf to have another like range assist Dudo. Gambler's Coin to make him hit even harder. That's basically what's going on there. So you are going to go ahead and like this squad is like some units where I wasn't entirely sure what to put them. I would much prefer to give Chloe to a unit where she can do Keen Call on someone with a much lower crit rate. Swordmasters have natural high crit rate and have extra crit rate on a lot of their skills here. So this is kind of a waste. But this is kind of just where I was slapping units. I'll definitely change the squad sometime later. I just needed a place to put people. So always here. It's maybe not the most optimal, but hey. I found out that apparently assists will do more based on the number of assisting members, base healing plus 5 times assisting members. So this overflow of clerics here, or bishops or whatever the heck, I just put 2 here. And they can just be on the field for healing support, and that's it. And then I just had Nina around, so I did that. And here's Ye Olde Faithful of my Legionnaire, my 2 Lance Connects, and Bishop. Because this squad actually seems to work pretty well. That's basically my squads. That's basically what's going on here.